Well, hello, my fellow modelers. So today I want to go over how I restore these older vintage cars. So this one is a 66 Mustang by AMT. I believe 1/25th scale. And you can see it's got some glue bombing going on. Some of the decals are chipped. But I'm actually okay with that because I want to keep this vintage look. The back here has some more glue bombing going on. Not sure what that is. But overall, it's not too bad. It does have a lot of silver on the bottom. So we're going to paint that. The engine, you know, it's silver. But I think definitely think it's fixable. So this is a transition from an annual kit to a regular kit, I believe. And the reason I think that is because of these screws right here. Now, normally if it was an annual kit, it would have 4 screws, but this one only has 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these screws off and see what we got. Well, unfortunately, the screws are just turning in their mounts. They're not coming out. So I'm gonna have to try a different route. So, you know what, I'm gonna pop this bumper off anyways, so let's see. Yeah. Oh, thank goodness. Comes off nice and easy. You can see what we're gonna have to deal with here, though. A lot of leftover glue. Looks like that motor is about ready. Oh, that was pretty easy. Whew. I think, you know, honestly, looks like it's missing its oil pan. Oh, it's down there. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we can do here. Hopefully pop off the, well, that's not coming off. So on these older models, you don't want to force stuff. That's for sure. I've learned through my lessons is where if you start forcing stuff, you will break it. And because I don't know if the plastic gets brittler or what it is, but you have to be really careful. So what we'll do is sand this on the car to try to get some of this glue off. And let's see. Okay, there's the oil pan. Let's see if I can push. There we go. Okay, so you want to be careful on these. Like I said, you don't want to break them. So you'll notice, though, that the screws are still holding it in place. So now that I've got it kind of pulled out, let me see what I can do with it. Slowly but surely getting this off. There we go. Take the light off. Another light off. There we go. So you'll notice, just like I said, I broke it. This little piece right here. Not a big deal. I will get that off later. And, you know, I kind of want to take all this off anyways, just to get some of this glue out of here. So not a huge deal. So now we can kind of see that you can see where these screws are in. They are still not backing out, though, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get this without breaking it to 16 pieces. There we go. So what I'm doing, so these are stripped out completely. There we go. And there is our base. So I think the biggest thing with this we're going to do is paint it and fix these wheels. I don't think I can lower the front much, so I think I'm just going to leave it alone. And then let's take a look at the body, or the interior, see what we have. A lot of yellow, and I think that could be, I'm not sure what that is. It might be glue. We'll have to see here. So I think this may have to go in the dunk tank. I don't think it's really, I'll be able to really save this. It's very thick paint. Before I do any sanding on here to try to get some of this glue off, what I'm going to use, and what this is McGuire's Plast-X, and it's a clear plastic cleaner and polish. You can use pretty much anything that does the same thing. But what you really want to, especially with these older models, you want to use 100% terry cloth. What it's going to do is it should take off some of the yellowing, and it kind of leaves you with something where you can actually see what you're dealing with. This will also take a lot of the dirt off. A lot of this is in fact glue, so but some of it is cleaning up, so that's good. This will also clean up the decals really well. Now don't press too hard because you don't want to take the decals off, but just enough to get in there. And I mean, you could already see the plastic is looking a little better. Definitely have some areas where we're going to have to deal with, like here. A lot of glue on the window. So let's see if we can pop this out. Now these are probably the most difficult things to pop out without breaking, especially if they've used a lot of glue, which this one's not too bad. It's got a lot of glue down here, but not overall. So there we go. And the reason you don't, now being that I'm not repainting this, I don't technically have to take that windshield out, but you can kind of see here, this glue right here. I want to try to get some of that glue off. Now this is definitely not going to be repairable. Okay, so now comes the most tedious part by far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some 6000 grit sandpaper, and then, well, this is actually just a little pad. I think I bought these at Hobby Lobby. And the reason I'm going for such a high number is I want to be able to get this off, but I don't want to take off the original decals. So let's see how this goes. All right, this is actually proving to be a little more stubborn than I had hoped. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to take some rougher sandpaper, go over this first, and then I'm just going to have to step it up as I go along. So this is about, I think 200, and then I'll go to a 400, and then a 600, and kind of up from there until I can get this a little smoother. I see this making an improvement, but I still have some yellowing there. But you can see on the back here, look how nice that turned out. Looks great. Still have a little bit right there, which I'm going to try to get off. And I have this front end. I'm going to take the back of the X-Acto knife and just kind of scrape it. Just solid edge to apply to. Otherwise, you're never going to get this straight, this bumper back on straight. So, and sometimes I do use the sharp side also. Just kind of scrape it like this. Or if there is a big spot where I just have to cut it out, like that, which is interesting. I probably will have to leave this because I don't think I'm going to be able to get this out. So, and that's okay, because what I'll do is probably end up trimming the glass a little bit so I can get down, you know, I could use this as the glued edge. So you can see I changed that back window. Here was the old one, and here is the new one. I actually took this out of another kit. So I actually ended up super gluing this in. And I know everybody always says, oh, you can't super glue. Don't ever super glue windows. Well, you actually can if you do it correctly. So what I do is I take and just put a little dab right here. And then as I'm pressing on the glass, I'll take this bad boy right here, which is Instaset. Now they make a couple different types of these. This is just the one that Hobby Lobby sells, so that's what I usually get. And it's a CA glue accelerator, 8 to 10 seconds. Well, actually it's usually a lot faster than that. So again, what I'll do is put a little drop of glue right there or somewhere on it, and then I'll spray it with this, and that will set it up instantly. And what it does is it keeps that CA glue from stretching into the glass at all, because it dries instantly and it's very strong. I used to use a lot of like Elmer's clear glue. The problem I've had with that is it works really well, but it can tend, if you accidentally touch the glass or something, it doesn't hold as well. So I do like to use super glue, but I use it very carefully. Okay, so I'm ready to put the back balance back on. And I'm going to be using some of this Mr. Cement. I use this, and then I use the Tamiya also. And so this works great if it's just bare plastic like this. If you're trying to use this on a painted surface, it won't work too well. I mean, I think it does eventually, but I've already test fit this a couple times just to make sure I'm doing it right. Also get the inside much better looking than it was before. I am going to sand this corner down a little bit because it did get kind of rough when I was scraping off. You can see how it got kind of sharp edges. This side not as bad, but I might do it a little. I started tearing apart the interior, and it's pretty bad. That's all glue down there. This seat completely demolished when I tried taking it out. It will definitely have to be replaced. That's all glue. And this one, same thing. So luckily I believe I have another one of these interiors. So I'm gonna go look right now in the stash and see what I can come up with.